$300 monthly checks may be coming back as a result of the child tax credit. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, the $300 monthly checks that were so popular last year in 2021 may possibly be coming back. I want to give you all the details and where this information is coming from and which lawmaker out there right now is pushing for these checks to be reinstated. Now, if you're one of the 36 to 38 million individuals or families that received those checks last year in 2021, I'm guessing you're probably feeling pretty sad as 2022 started and those payments stopped abruptly, right? I saw down in the comments section on many videos around that time that many people here in this community were reaching out saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was relying on that $300. I was relying on that $600. I was relying on that $850, right? A lot of money going out the door for many millions of families out there. And all of a sudden, as 2022 rolled around, the money stopped and that was it. However, to be totally fair, in 2022, when you did go to file your tax return, you did get to file the other half of your payment, which was anywhere between about $1,500 and $1,800 per child. So there still was a lump sum check to be claimed. However, the payments so far this year have not been reinstated. So let me talk you through the details about this and what this one lawmaker is working on right now to get these checks reinstated for, again, about 36 to 38 million families right now. So remember, last year in 2021, the American Rescue Plan, which was the $1.9 trillion stimulus package that was passed into law in March of last year, 2021, that is what contained the advance on the child tax credit payments. Now, this is not a new check. This is actually something that's been around a very long time. However, the difference is they actually bumped it up as far as the dollar amount goes, and they changed it into an advanced payment. In other words, typically you would need to file that on your tax return and claim the money there as a tax credit, but rather than that, they allowed you to claim it early as an advance. That's why all those payments started going out in July through December of last year in 2021, an advance on the child tax credit payment, which is a refundable tax credit as well. So pretty cool stuff, which is also why you were able to get that the lump sum payment in early 2022 when you went to file your tax return from 2021. So that's what it all came down to. However, now Bernie Sanders, who happens to be an independent, he's not a Democrat, he's not a Republican, he happens to be an independent. So Bernie Sanders, here he is once again. Again, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time now, I come back all the time and I talk about Bernie. Well, I don't talk about him all that often, but when I do talk about him, I do often say you gotta watch Bernie very, very closely because honestly, he's one of these guys out there. He's very persuasive. He makes a lot of waves here. When he talks, he rattles the cage a little bit, and realistically, he gets a lot of attention when he speaks. So the fact of the matter is, when Bernie comes out with a plan, when Bernie Sanders wants to do something, you probably want to pay attention, okay? Because there's times when he comes out and he is very adamant about getting something done, and ultimately, he might just get it done. So I'm paying attention, Bernie. We're listening. So anyway, what he wants to do here is he wants to reinstate the $300 monthly checks as a result of the child tax credit. So as of right now, this is still a tax credit that's available, but rather it's just not in advance. So right now in 2022, you can still get a child tax credit payment, but rather you're going to need to wait until early 2023, next year, 2023, in order to get that payment because you'll need to claim it when you file your tax return for this year, 2022. So again, you have to wait quite a while to get that money. But anyway, so Bernie Sanders wants to reinstate the advanced child tax credit payments in the amount of $300. Now, again, I did not see parameters as far as income thresholds. However, as we remember back to 2021, the income thresholds last year were $75,000 as an individual or $150,000 as a married couple. I would guess that the income thresholds would probably stay the same as what they were last year in 2021. If they do change, honestly, I don't think they're going to change much. Actually, here's what's interesting as well. Bernie Sanders back, I believe it was in late 2020, when we got stimulus check number 2, they wanted to actually change the parameters as far as the income thresholds, who could receive that one. They wanted to lower it all the way down to $40,000. Again, this is just a quick side note here, so just hang on with me for a second here. But back in late 2020, when they were passing stimulus check number 2, they wanted to lower the income threshold down to $40,000 and $80,000 as a married couple. Well, Bernie Sanders said, no way. Bernie Sanders was one of the people who stepped up and said, no, we're going to make it $75,000 as an individual and $150,000 as a married couple. So again, I can't foresee that Bernie Sanders being the person behind this, that they're going to lower the income thresholds. I just don't foresee that happening. So I would imagine, once again, it's probably going to be 150 for an individual. Sorry, let me say that again. 75 for an individual, 150 for a married couple. That's what I would guess it would be yet again for this in the advanced payments again. So that's what it's coming down to. But the way that he wants to actually pay for this is he wants to reinstate the corporate tax level from 21%, where it is right now, back up to 28%. So he wants to raise the maximum corporate tax level from 21% up to 28% by 7 percentage points, and that's how they would actually pay for this. So basically putting the burden on the corporations to basically say, hey, corporations, you're making billions of dollars every year. Why not give some of that money back to the people who are having kids that are, 17 and younger, right? So, and again, within the income threshold. So this is what's out there right now. Now, again, I want to make it very clear just so that everybody's on the same page here. Is this going to pass today? No. Is it going to pass this month? Probably not. Being real with you, probably not. Is it going to pass within the next 2 or 3 months? It could, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't count on it, okay? Just being real with you right now. This is what's coming out with Bernie right now. It's going to take some work to get this through Congress. Realistically, right now, it all comes down to the midterm elections. Between now and early November, realistically, all eyes are going to be on the midterm elections. So there's going to be a lot of statements being put out right now. There's going to be a lot of lawmakers coming out right now, talking out of both sides of their mouth. There's going to be a lot of lawmakers coming out right now, making a lot of promises to all of us, the American people. So maybe, who knows what? I don't really know. Again, I'm not going to sit here and speculate on Bernie Sanders and what he's saying this for, but again, I truly think that he does want to reinstate this. But I'm just simply saying, between now and the midterm elections, you better believe it, and we all know this, we've all been around long enough, even if you're young, even if you're 20 years old, it doesn't matter. We've all been around long enough to have lived through enough election cycles where we know that this happens. Politicians, they love to talk, and that's about it, right? So they love to use a lot of words, and with those words, we have to also wonder how much of it is actually going to be in it for us, and how much of that is actually going to be, passed for us and actually going to be working in our favor. So again, as we approach the midterm elections, I want to throw this out there. We're probably going to hear a lot of empty promises coming out of politicians. They're classic with this stuff, right? We hear it all the time. All the empty promises that they all make to us. And again, this is not any particular party. They all love to do this, right? So I'm just simply saying, who knows what we're going to hear about going forward between the next couple months here. But this is Bernie Sanders, and he wants to get this $300 monthly check reinstated for, again, about 36 to 38 million households that were receiving this on the behalf of about 66 million kids is what this came out to. So it actually came out to about 2 kids per household is kind of what it averaged out to, which, by the way, if my memory serves me well, which I always rely on my memory, so I'm pretty reliant on my memory. But anyway, I remember the numbers. The average household last year in 2021 was getting $422 a month as a result of the child tax credit payments. That was the average payment. Remember last year, for any kids that were aged 0 to 6 years old, so basically under 6 years old, so, obviously under 6, we're getting $300 a month. Any child that was aged 6 through 17 was getting $250 a month. So if you had, say, 2, 3, 4 kids, you could be getting a lot of money, over $1,000 a month. Even if all your kids were aged 6 through 17, you were still getting $1,000 a month. So seriously, big money here, right? That's a lot of money, right? That's $12,000 a year. That's like a lot more money than a lot of people that get from their fixed income benefits from like SSI or Social Security or SSDI or survivors, things like this, right? VA benefits. So that's a lot of money. 12 grand a year, $1,000 a month. That's and we're talking some serious money now, right? So anyway, one more thing I want to throw out there as well. One of the provisions out of the child tax credit payments last year in 2021 is that you did not have to have any income. You could have 0 income and still get the payments, provided you had a qualified child. So again, Bernie is, he's pretty liberal. So I'm just saying he would probably have that in there as well if it were all up to Bernie to be able to have this. And again, I don't take political sides in my videos. I give it to you straight with everything that's going on. I think all of us know by now, if you know Bernie, he likes to be very liberal with the things that he does, right? So I'm just saying that's what Bernie is going for right now. However, I want to throw this out there, one quick side note, then I'm going to let you go. Out there right now as well, There is another proposal on the table. I'm going to be honest with you. I forgot the name of it. I don't remember the name of it, but this one is out there from Mitt Romney. This one is out there as well, and this is a $350 child tax credit check that go out, and there are a few different parameters on this one. So again, I can make a dedicated video about that as well, but there are technically about 2 different proposals on the table right now to reinstate the child tax credit payments. One from Bernie Sanders, $300 a month, and that would basically mimic the payments from last year, 2021. And then there's this other proposal on the table as well from Mitt Romney with a few other restrictions and limitations, but that one is $350 a month as well. So again, I'll continue watching everything closely. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'll keep you posted with everything going on right now. I'm literally watching all this stuff very closely every single day. It's on my radar. I'm watching the headlines. I'm watching the information as it's hitting the wire all day, every single day, 7 days a week. I was going to say 24/7, but honestly, it's not quite 24/7. I do sleep for about 5 hours a day. That's it. Other than that, I am literally watching everything all day, 7 days a week. So anyway, from about 11:30 p.m. until about 4:20 a.m. when I wake up, that's the time frame that I'm not watching stuff. Other than that, the rest of the day, I am watching things all day, 7 days a week. So I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I know it's a tough time right now. Things are expensive. Prices keep going up. Money is depleting. Money is tight for everybody. And I want to help you out in any way that I can. Get you all of the money that you can right now, as well as any programs, money, checks, benefits, anything else right now that you can get your hands on. Of course, I want to help you out with all that. And of course, bring you the information as it is hitting the wire or as it's being announced. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Also, if for some reason this video does not pertain to you, because maybe you don't have kids that are age 17 or younger, maybe you know somebody that does, a neighbor, a family member, maybe one of your kids, maybe you have grandkids, things like this. Please forward this video on to them so they can get this information as well, so that as we get more information on these programs that are out there now, of course, I will continue to keep you updated in videos just like this one. Anyway, please remember, I'm your one and only daily advocate. I'm here for you. I'm very much dedicated to you in this community. I truly want to help you out in any way that I can. I wish I had a little bit more authority. Unfortunately, right now, I don't. But again, if it were up to me, I'd be certainly helping out a lot more people out there right now than what Congress is doing, because they're doing nothing, right? Anyway, I'm here for you. Please enjoy your day. Until next time, have a good one. I'll catch you again later.